And thanks once again for joining me. Now, if you had a bucket list of cars that you wish to drive, tell me that this wouldn't be in your top 5 list. I think if you say no, then I think you're lying. But it's certainly in my top 10 list of cars that I would wish to drive. And fortunately, I've had the chance today, which was quite a privilege. I'm here at the spiritual home of Ferrari, the Fiorano circuit. And Michael Schumacher Piazza here, and the track is just over on our left. So this car, although it was dubbed the Daytona, the official designation was 365 GTB4. The media dubbed it the Daytona due to Ferrari's 1-2-3 result in the 1967 Daytona 24-hour race, and that name has kind of stuck, so everyone knows this car as the Daytona, but it's the 365 GTB4. This car was the replacement for the 275 GTB4, but marked a very different approach in terms of styling. So where Ferraris were previously sort of rounded and curvaceous, as you can see, a lot of straight lines and sharp edges in this car. A very distinctive headlight treatment with these headlights hiding behind these plexiglass covers. But due to safety regulations mandated by the US from 1971 onwards, there were pop-up headlights, but I think these look much more distinctive. And yeah, I think probably one of the most striking looking cars that you could ever hope to see. I mean, this car is from 1969, but even today it looks just stunning. And yeah, I mean, look at that rear end. These chrome tailpipes, oh, it's just magic to look at. And, well, I would say that driving it was an experience. Maybe not quite the experience I expected, because this is a heavy car to handle. It actually feels rather like an oil tanker once you're behind the wheel, which I'll get to in a second. As you can see, that lovely 4.4 liter V12 engine, 6 Weber carburettors. It's just, why don't engines look like this anymore? It is just beautiful. So this engine was apparently good for about 352 horsepower back in the day, which was made for a claimed top speed of 280 kilometers an hour. And depending on whose performance figures you believe, I think 0 to 100 probably somewhere between 5 and 6 seconds, although realistically I'd say it's probably maybe marginally slower than that. You have these lovely wheels with the knockoff hubs, just beautiful Chromadora wheels. As you can see, unlike supercars of today, very high sidewall tires. I think most SUVs wouldn't have 70 series tires. In fact, maybe a Land Cruiser if you spec it with smaller rims. But yeah, so dynamically you can really feel that this is a 55-year-old car. It's really a throwback to a bygone era. So I think when you approach this car, should you ever get the opportunity, you have to remember that this is a car from a bygone era. Oh, have a look at these door handles, by the way. Just a lovely design element, just so delicate. But apparently these cars were quite easy to break into. That's what one of the Ferrari mechanics told me. You have this large, thin-rimmed steering wheel. And yeah, just a beautiful layout, which, yeah, that, and the gated transmission. So, but yeah, as a car to drive, very difficult. That gear shift really requires you to wrestle with it. No power steering, obviously, so extremely heavy steering load. You really have to kind of, and the driving position is obviously not ideal. It's kind of like laying back in a deck chair, and so not ideal. I think ergonomics just weren't a thing back in the era of this car. So yeah, certainly not the finest driver's car. It might sound like sacrilege to say that, but realistically that's the truth. It is not a fabulous driver's car by today's standards, but who cares? When a car looks this good, I mean, yeah, who wouldn't want to be seen driving this? And normally baby blue is not really my thing, but I think in this particular car, due to the fact it's got this nice racing stripe running down the center. Actually, let me just close that door. I think it looks absolutely magnificent. I think probably one of the most dramatic looking Ferraris you would ever see. So yes, so there you have it. The Ferrari 365 GTB4, better known as the Daytona. Absolutely magnificent looking car. And yeah, this was a nice one to tick off the bucket list. So this is another day I won't forget in a hurry.